Today we discuss about one of the defects of vision called myopia. Myopia is also called as short-sightedness. A person suffering with the defect myopia or short-sightedness can see the nearby objects clearly, but his distant vision is defective. He cannot see long distant objects clearly. For any person to see the objects at any distance in front of his eye, the eye lens, according to the distance of the object in front of the eye, adjusts its focal length and the image will be formed on the retina. Whenever a person has a defect of vision and he is not able to see the distant objects, that means the image of the distant objects is not formed on the retina. If it is formed on the retina, he can see the objects clearly. But here in this case, the person who is suffering with myopia, his distant vision is defective. That means he cannot see distant objects clearly. If the objects are at long distance, he cannot see them clearly. Generally, the far point of human eye is infinity. He can see the infinite distant objects also clearly. But a person suffering with myopia cannot see long distant objects clearly. Suppose if a student in the classroom is suffering with myopia, defect of vision, then he can see whatever is there on his bench or in front of the bench clearly. But the writings on the board are not visible clearly. So what does this mean? His short sight is good, but his long sight is defective, because the image of the writings on the board is not formed on the retina. So he is not able to see on the board. So he can see the nearby objects clearly, but he cannot see the distant objects clearly. This type of vision defect is called myopia, also called as short-sightedness. Short sight. He can see nearby objects clearly. Short sight. He can see nearby objects clearly, but he cannot see the long distant objects clearly. This defect of vision is called myopia. What is the reason for myopia? So first, if you observe the eye, this is the eye lens and this is the general structure of eye we are having. Suppose if any object is at a very long distance, the light rays coming from the object are parallel beam of light rays, and these parallel beam of light rays converge at focus. Here, for the light rays coming from long distance, if the object is at a large distance from the eye, then these light rays will converge on the focus and the image will be formed on the focus. So to make this eye lens to focus the image on the retina, ciliary muscles adjust the focal length of the eye lens so that the image will be formed on the retina. Already you know that what is the function of ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles adjust the focal length of the eye lens so that the image of the object will be formed on the retina wherever the object is placed. Whether the object is at near point or whether the object is at far point or whether the object is between near point and far point, anywhere between near point or far point. In accordance with the distance of the object, the eye lens changes its focal length with the help of the ciliary muscles so that the image will be focused always on the retina. So, for a person who is suffering with myopia, the eye lens cannot change its focal length beyond a certain limit. For the eye lens to form the image of the distant object on the retina, so the retina should act as focus for this eye lens, and the distance between the eye lens and the retina is generally 2.5 centimeters for an ordinary person. On an average, the distance between the eye lens and the retina is calculated to be 2.5 centimeters. That means when a person has to see distant objects at long distance, the eye lens has to relax completely so that the focal length has to be increased to 2.5 centimeters and the image will be formed on the retina. So ciliary muscles relax completely, so eye lens increases its focal length to 2.5 centimeters and the image will be formed on the retina. Now, what happens if the eye lens does not relax completely? The ciliary muscles, if they are not relaxed completely, then the eye lens cannot relax completely. If the eye lens is not relaxed completely, then what happens? The focal length of the eye lens becomes less than 2.5 centimeters only. Then the converging power of the eye lens increases, because you know that power equal to 1 by f, focal length in meters. As the focal length is less than 2.5 centimeters, the power also decreases. As the focal length decreases, the power of the eye lens increases. The power of the eye lens increases. So the converging power of the eye lens increases in this case. As the converging power of the eye lens increases, the light rays coming from the distant object, they cannot converge on the retina. As the focal length is decreased, they converge before the retina, in front of the retina. So the image of the distant object is formed in front of the retina. The image of the distant object is formed in front of the retina. So the vision of the person becomes blurred and distant objects are not forming the image. The eye lens is not forming the image of the distant object on the retina. So the object is not visible clearly to this person who is suffering with myopia. So what is the reason for this myopia? The eye lens cannot relax completely and focal length is not increased to 2.5 centimeters. So this makes the eye lens with more converging power. The eye lens with more converging power. So the reason of this myopia is increased converging power of eye lens. Increased converging power of eye lens. This is the one of the reasons for the defect of vision called myopia. The second reason for this is for some persons the eyeball size may be greater than 2.5 centimeters. That means eyeball is too long. This is one more reason for the defect of vision called myopia. Okay, so increased converging power of the eye lens or the eyeball is too long. Why the converging power of the eye lens increases? Why the eye lens cannot relax completely? This is because when we are seeing the close by objects for a longer time, or you are straining your ciliary muscles for a longer time, then they loses the ability to relax completely, and they cannot relax completely, so that distant objects image will not be formed on the retina by the eye lens, because as the ciliary muscles cannot relax completely, the eye lens also cannot relaxes completely, and the focal length of the eye lens is not increased to 2.5 centimeters, so the image will be formed in front of the retina. So this is the defect of vision called myopia. Then for these persons who is suffering with myopia, the far point is not infinity. Generally, for a person without any defect of vision, the far point of the person is infinity. But for this person who is suffering with myopia, the far point is not infinity, it becomes less than infinity. Suppose a person is suffering with myopia, he cannot see distant objects, but he can see objects up to a certain distance. If he can see objects up to 2 meters clearly, beyond 2 meters his vision is blurred, then his far point becomes 2 meters. The person suffering with myopia has a far point of 2 meters. Some other person can see objects up to 1 meter only, can be visible clearly, but beyond 1 meter his vision is blurred. He cannot see objects clearly beyond 1 meter. Then his far point is 1 meter, but not infinity. So the persons suffering with myopia, the far point is less than infinity. The far point is less than infinity. Depending upon the defect of vision, okay, the far point may vary from one person to other person who are suffering with myopia. Many people may be suffering with myopia. For all those people suffering with myopia, the far point may not be the same. One person may see up to 1 meter clearly, so his far point is 1 meter. The second person may see up to 1.25 meters clearly. For the second person, the far point is 1.25 meters, which is less than infinity. So, for any person who is suffering with myopia, the far point is less than infinity. For example, if a person can see up to 1 meter clearly, beyond 1 meter his vision is blurred, then this eye lens can adjust its focal length with the help of ciliary muscles for the object which is placed up to 1 meter. This is the far point of the person who is suffering with myopia. For example, I have taken a person can see up to 1 meter clearly. Then if an object is placed at 1 meter or less than 1 meter, that is between near point which is 25 centimeters and between this far point of the myopic eye which is less than infinity. Here as an example I have taken 1 meter. If the object is placed at 1 meter or less than 1 meter, then the light rays coming from the object will converge on the retina and the image will be formed on the retina. So, if the object is placed between near point and the far point of the myopic eye, then the image will be formed on the retina. If the object is placed beyond the far point, the image will be not formed on the retina. So, if the object is not placed between near point and far point of the myopic eye, That means if it is placed beyond far point, then the image will not be formed on the retina. Okay, the eye lens cannot decrease its converging ability. So, how can we overcome this defect of vision? So, to overcome this defect of vision, first we should understand what is the reason for this defect of vision. The reason for this defect of vision is high converging power, or you can say converging power is increased, or you can say increased converging power of the eye lens. The increased converging power of eye lens is the reason, as we discussed in the beginning, the reason for myopia. So as the converging power is increased, to overcome this defect or to rectify this defect, we have to use a lens which can decrease the converging power. So the lens which can decrease the converging ability is a diverging lens. A diverging lens is used to rectify this defect of vision. To rectify the defect of vision or to overcome this defect of vision, we have to use a diverging lens. A diverging lens can decreases the converging ability of this eye lens. As it has more converging ability, so to decrease this converging power of the eye lens, we have to use a diverging lens. A diverging lens is nothing but a concave lens. So a concave lens is used to overcome this defect of vision, myopia. How a concave lens is used, and what should be the focal length of the concave lens that is used to overcome this defect of vision, and by using the concave lens, how this defect of myopia can be corrected. How the defect of myopia can be corrected by using a concave lens. Okay, let us see this by a diagram. This is the eye lens. And this is the eyeball. Suppose if an object is placed at a very long distance, before the light rays reaching the eye lens, before the light rays reaching the eye lens, if I place a concave lens of suitable focal length, if I place a concave lens of suitable focal length, and this is the far point of the person suffering with myopia, then the light rays which are coming from the distant object, first they fall on the concave lens placed in front of the eye lens. This concave lens will diverge the light rays. Actually they have to go in this dotted line, but when they pass through the lens, they diverge, and these diverging rays falls on the eye lens. If these diverging rays are extended backwards, they appear to come from F for this eye. That means the object is at very long distance, infinite distance. This concave lens forms the virtual image of the object at infinity at the far point of the myopic eye. So this eye lens feels that the object is at the far point of the myopic eye, and the light rays appears to come from the far point of the myopic eye. If the light rays comes from the far point of the myopic eye, they converge on the retina, and the final image of the object will be formed on the retina. So whatever the virtual image formed by this concave lens acts as an object for eye lens. So for the eye lens, you have a virtual object at the far point of the myopic eye. So the image will be formed on the retina. So the image will be formed on the retina. This is how you correct the defect of vision called myopia. So to correct the defect of vision, myopia or short-sightedness or nearsightedness, we have to use a concave lens or a diverging lens of some focal length, and we can calculate what is the focal length of the concave lens required to correct the defect of myopia. It varies from person to person depending upon the far point of the myopic eye.